All right, so hey, my name's Mark Harmon. I am a STEM instructor at Ashland Middle School. Prior to coming to Ashland, I used to teach science, and one of the issues that I always ran into is that my students could do well in the test, they could recite the information, they could tell me what they thought I wanted to hear, but then in any other context, if I asked them to apply that understanding, they didn't necessarily have the ability to do that. And then our school was very lucky. A couple years ago, we entered a competition called Samsung Solve for Tomorrow, and through that competition, it challenges students to find a problem in their community and then develop an actual, use STEM to develop a solution to that problem. So we had a pretty nice little run with that. We were national champions 2 years ago and then state champions last year, and between the two, we got about $200,000 in new technology and new computers for our school. Yeah. And then we kind of got the idea from that to expand that opportunity. Right now we've got one class, but we plan to expand it beyond that, is that when my students come in, they pick a problem in their community, just like with the competition, and then they develop solutions to that problem. Like for example, this is just hard to see, but there's 4 here in the front. They decided that this year they want to work on not just a greenhouse, but like to automate as much of that greenhouse as they can. So like they wanted to monitor the moisture levels inside the soil and then self-water as needed, and things like that. So each one of them, they've gotten small groups and they pick out their own project, and through the funds that KVEC has graciously provided with us, they can actually buy the materials to create those products. It's made the learning more personally relevant to them. They actually have like a desire, a want to come to class. Some of the other teachers get a little aggravated with me because they'll finish their, say, math assignment, and then it's, can I go to Mr. Harmon's room? And they come down and they're actually working on their project. They're not just hanging out, which is really cool. So we admitted a pre-assessment just to kind of see their self-perceptions of these skills before, and like to evaluate where they thought they were. And then afterwards, they're going to do the same, similar to assessment, so they can check to see if they've grown in those skills. But then they're also, once they've got their finished products, they're going to have to present those to the administrators. And another part that I skipped over a minute ago is part of this is bringing in the actual community. Like the project that we did a few years ago, they collaborated with the police department. Last year we were fortunate enough to be able to collaborate with the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs. This year that group is working with our Boyd County Extension agent. We have another group that's working with our local fire department. So it's kind of bringing that community in and showing them how they can apply these skills in real world contexts. Any questions?